Hello everyone and welcome to Solid Damdrin Games. Today we're going to check out this game. It's called Across the Obelisk. It's actually still in early access, hasn't quite released yet, but there's more to be done to it. But we're going to go and start a playthrough of it in adventure mode. So I've played a few adventures, but I haven't gotten very far in that. So we're going to basically just kind of see how things go. So, I'm not really sure what all this is telling me, so we're just going to move forward with these four characters. Okay, so this has got some reading into it, so I'll start to read that. How it happened, you ask? It was during the princess's 16th birthday. Everyone was in the courtyard, anxiously waiting for her. She was going to be inducted into the Wizard Academy, an honor reserved for those who show aptitude, and she really had a gift. Suddenly an explosion emerged from the princess's chamber, followed by a burst of energy that swept through the kingdom of Sinanthia. The royal guards explored every corner of the castle and found no sign of her or Lord Handshake, the court magician and advisor to the king. The king sent soldiers throughout the kingdom, but none of them returned. The last thing he heard was that her trail was lost deep in the old forest, near the ancient obelisk that had been dormant for centuries, until now. Desperate, the king proclaimed a royal decree and announced that he would reward anyone who brought the princess home safely. The news quickly spread through the kingdom, and many groups of adventurers prepared to venture into the forest and investigate the obelisk to find the princess. This is the story of one of those groups. So we've got Magnus, a warrior, Andrin, a scout, Evelyn, a magician, and Reginald, who's I forget, is he a priest maybe? Let's see here. Character sheet. Doesn't say. Looks like he starts with combat bandages. She starts with family jewels. He has all resistances +3. And he has extra damage with slashing weapons. Okay, so let's take a look. So here's kind of our map. So if you're familiar with these types of games, this is a deck builder, but each of these has a separate deck of their own. We'll get to that as we go along. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information, but basically right now our decision is nothing. We have to go from here to the town. And we're going to take a look at, we've got 300 gold, 300 shards, and then this stuff we don't really use yet. So we can craft cards for the decks. So this is Magnus's card list, Andrin's, etc. Okay, so they each have their own card list. This is what he has already that we like or maybe want to see more of. We can buy these cards for that. So I will say for the most part Magnus attacks, you'll see a lot of his cards attack the front monster, and he's pretty tanky. So he'd be your general warrior tank kind of a character. This is a scout, has a lot to do with being invisible. Wants to, so that'd be like this, if you see this stealth right here, meaning they can't be attacked. Evasion means the next attack will just automatically miss. Things like that, and then he adds a lot of debuffs and stuff as well. This mage is very much the elements mage that you might think of. I really like these cards like Curse of Agony, Curse of Elements are pretty good, etc. So we'll kind of just see how things go. And then this guy has a lot of the foresight, which you'll see how that applies, and then holy damage and stuff. But these three characters have more abilities to like decide who you're going to attack, and the other one doesn't. So let me just see what I'm going to do here. Okay, I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to grab the Enrage. Give me just a second. Okay, we're back. So I'm going to go with this $180 card for him. It's really good. It applies to all heroes. We'll see kind of how that works going forward. It'll help us with survivability. And then Andrin, I normally like to get in here and get either a better deflect which we can't do because we only have 120. Looking to see if there's any upgrades for 160. There we go. So we can do 0 cost, deal 6, or we can have a 1 cost, deal 9. Apply a mark. We're going to go with this. Okay, and for now I think that'll probably do it. Let's make this a slightly stronger. Okay, so we're ready to go. And we're going to have to pick our thing. So I'm going to look down this direction and I see a pig. I see this wandering wizard. I see the last sentinel. And I see, I don't know what that is. Some sort of frog dude. So I see some healing options. This would allow us to upgrade again. We like the books, they're events to let us do special things. So I'm going to try to come across here through this blue, which I really like the pink book. We'll try to fight down these mutant sheep. Move through the wizard. I think that's kind of our plan right now. Take this fight, maybe go get some, if we got money we can go to the shop and then go up, or if we're here we can go up into the bandit camp and back out. I don't know if we want to do that, but that's what I'm thinking. So let's go have our first fight. So up here at the top we've got basically the initiative, if you will. So Andron's pretty quick, he's going to have a 22 on his, and then 17. So this is the order that they're going to go in. Him, then this particular sheep, then this sheep, etc. Okay. As we go through, we can't see what they're doing, but if we had under Reginald's abilities, he's got some stuff to allow us to see what they're thinking, and we can do that. So to start off with, for these guys, it's kind of just kill them all, so it doesn't really matter what order you do it in. So I'm going to focus the guy here in the front. I've got 2, but what's interesting about this one is he starts with 2, so every time they're going to gain 3 pips, because that's what 3 energy pips each time. So this guy will have 4 as soon as his turn comes up. She'll have 4, etc. Okay. Well, if I stopped right now and I end my turn, he'll have 5 on his next turn, which would be after all these people go, and then he goes again, he'd have 5. So you'll notice that when he attacked, he put on this slowing, which reduced that number from 13 down to 10, which means now he goes after all of our people. Okay? And then he's got the ability with the any monster, he can attack a different monster. But for what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do 1 slice, and then we're going to call that good, keeping 4 energy for the next turn. Captain's Howl slows everybody down, meaning all of our people get to go before these, so we might be able to kill some stuff off. I'm going to barricade in case they attack. Gave 10 shield to all, which basically increases their health to a certain degree, prevents 10 damage of any type. Now I could just, if I thought they were all going to attack the front row, I could just defend and really cover him. But I'm going to go ahead and keep trying to kill them, and I'm going to keep him with 4 energy as well. Now she's got a really cool ability here that's transmission, so she will basically give 2 energy, so it spends 2 energy to transfer it to whoever I point to. And also they get an extra card. So they're going to draw more cards and they're going to be able to do more actions. So I'm actually going to give that to him, and now you'll see he's getting 5 pips, so he'll be at 7 at the start of his turn. And that's really good because she can probably kill this guy off, and then, oh, I should have cast this first, I didn't realize she had that one. And let's do the charge battery. For her, it's kind of like you may as well spend all of her cards because there probably won't be much battle left. Okay, so here's a foresight. We can see what this guy's going to do, and it looks like he's going to shield himself. So maybe that's what they all do. this first turn. So I think we're just going to attack for 8. We don't really need to heal or anything, so let's just shield up someone, and she's got the lowest health, so. Looks like they both did the same thing. So now we've got to hit this one for 32 to kill it off. Okay, so let's rupture him first. Get some more cards. And also give him a little bit. They all have a card like this that allows them to have some negative ability. Excuse me. Some negative function. But also gain more energy. We don't have anything that really requires a lot of energy this turn. So we're just going to do some regular attacks. And then this is kind of nice for him. We're going to leave the rend in. We're not going to worry about that. And this is not as good as some of his others, so we're going to discard it. Okay, that'll be the end of his turn. Oh, look at that. We can rend, killing this guy off. Rend, giving this one, so at the start of his turn he's going to take 8. And then we know it's going to do a random, so, and he goes next. So let's put it on this guy. And no, let's do it on that guy. He has not very much health. There we go. That was a good decision. So I'm just double checking since I made the mistake of not optimizing my cards last time. Okay, Elemental Ward. At this point really doesn't do anything. In fact, I probably was better off just killing it off. Okay, so we kind of got some random cards, and then they have random effects. So this one was already upgraded. See how it's got the different colored text instead of the white? That means it's already upgraded. So we're going to look through these and see, and we're going to try and focus them around a certain aspect of their abilities. So this would let him do bludgeoning damage, basically count the number of cards in hand, so you don't want to play this first, and then we have to discard one. So we're going to think about that. I kind of like this one. Just a really good way to kind of clean things up and then give, and it's directed, so I'm going to pull that for him. Hit and run makes him faster, and this makes him faster as well. Speed plus 3, this is speed plus 6. It's a 2. And, oh, you always start with this, so I'm actually going to take that. And I really like these that have the curse of damage, I think it's called. But she's already got some stuff that kind of faces her into ice, so we're going to pull this because the more of the chill you put on, then the more the ice damage does. So we want to maybe kind of lean in and focus on a certain certain ability. So anytime you see this symbol in the corner, this little where it looks like your cards are burning, what that means is it's going to remove the card for the rest of the battle if you do that. Let's see here. Give 2 courage. And I could do this on anybody. And it's a heal. That's not too bad. This would let me kind of help my other teammates get the right cards. And this is just more damage with a spell that burns out of your hand. I think I'm going to go with... This is honestly one where maybe shards is probably the best thing to do. And I'm going to do that. Okay, let's go down this. The lost sheep. You see a small sheep running towards you and running away from a group of sheep that look angry. The poor sheep hides behind you, seeking shelter from the other sheep that were chasing her. And you notice that this sheep has a necklace with their name, Betty, on the necklace. It also says the owner's address, Eastern Farmland. The other sheep are likely to attack you if you don't walk away from Betty. You can try to return her to her owner or ignore it. So we can either push Betty aside and keep going, or confront the sheep, then return Betty to her owner. I think we want to try and do this. I really don't know the outcome of this particular event, but let's try it. After the fight, you will have to cross the fields to the north to be able to return Betty to her owner. Okay, so this is a quest where we're going to get Betty, and then we're going to have to go and follow the map somewhere else. So hopefully we can learn from this. Okay, Mark we have not really dealt with much. It allows us to increase the amount of attack. So we're going to do this first, bumping that up again a little. Get more cards, make sure we've got the most amount of information we can possibly have. And then I'm tempted to mark this one and then do an attack. So see, now this is doing 3 more damage, 14, plus the 3 that's indicated here by the mark. And hopefully that means he'll be able to do something interesting. It looks like the answer is no. Okay, so we'll just do defend. I think we saw last time there's a good chance that they're going to just do a defend. So that's probably okay. We're going to let that happen. And actually I'm going to keep that so we maybe do more damage next turn. Oh, they didn't. Okay, so maybe that's somewhat random how they start. That's probably good, because otherwise it would become a situation where you just kind of know. Okay, so we can do directed damage, which would directly kill... Oh, not quite. Not quite. But with a fireball, it would definitely kill it. So let's do that, and then kill this guy off. And then let's get some freezing going on this one. Let's foresight this guy, because I intend to kill the guy back here before he really has a chance to do anything. And we may as well heal. And we're going to leave that for now. Okay. I'm going to look at his cards and try to decide, make sure he's got a good, so we're not going to defend. Let's go with that. And he'll draw 5, so... Okay, gonna deal 10 to this guy. Looks like all my attacks are front monster attacks this turn, so that's who we're gonna attack. Let's see. The back guy is actually the next one to go. Although I'm wondering if she can kill him off, so let's just focus this first guy down with attacks, and that'll kill him because he'll bleed at the start of his turn. So let's go with that, and just in case, we'll barricade. Okay. So do that first, get the most out of it. And so it says 7. Oh, it does it to a random monster, I see. Well, let's give it a shot. Ah, close. Okay, so if we go here, there's no bonus to burn, so it's just going to be 3 damage. Okay. And he can smite him to death to end the battle. So we do all heal by 3 at the end of each one. Okay, let's take a look here. Which one do we want to do? Let's jump down here. I'm not sure up here. I kind of like the 0 cost, but that messes with our draw. I also really like this one to make him go faster in subsequent turns. But we're really more of... We'd rather be a slashing or get a different weapon. So... okay, 15-6, apply 4 burn, and I get to pick the, okay, that's pretty good. Discover 3 cards, range attack, and place 1 on top of your deck. And then this gets burned out. So it gives us 1 ranged attack on top of our deck. I'd rather just take this. Malicious Eye lets us get a little bit of sight. That's really good. I'm probably going to take that. since I don't see any more frost, this is okay. So he would suffer, or whoever you assign this to would suffer this, get darkness, and then heal them. I don't think we really want to do that. Prevents a harmful effect, that's not half bad. And barrier, he can assign to any hero. I'm going to go with this detoxify. Not so great in this one, but definitely in the next zone, it'll be really good. So, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about doing this. X equals your defense cards times 5. Okay. I kind of want him to be more damage focused, so we're going to pull that card. Okay, I've got two options. I can go here, but it wants me to go up here to return the sheep, so we're going to try and do that. Now, worrying about this Obelisk of Corruption, we're going to ignore this for now and try to do it later. I'm not so confident I can take on those challenges all the time. Okay, so now we've got the sheep shearer, a corny, a sheep, and a farmer. So these guys are getting tougher. Obviously, as we get further in, they get tougher. But hopefully we can still deal with them. Let's get some defense. Those are free actions anyways. Looking at this, we could possibly burn this guy down faster than the others, but I've got this rupture. I think I want to get the rupture going. And let's save energy for next turn. Okay, so we got the charge in here, making him a little bit faster. Doesn't really do a lot, he's already in second position. But it does do 18 damage. 15 to this guy in the front. Let's do that for sure. We don't know what any of these guys are doing, so we're just gonna intercept for our weakest and defend for ourselves. That's good. That's less good. Okay, so she's got a couple of transmissions. I'm actually going to transmit some here because he can heal. And hopefully that will be good. Okay. They've all taken their turns. And that's just not very good. So let's put a little bit on her. Hopefully we can heal her up. Only just. He does slightly more healing because he's got a bless. So, or he receives slightly more healing, I should say. I'm gonna heal her anyways, and then flash this guy down. Yeah, let's just flash this guy down. Okay. Aimed shot and front monster. So let's put some mark on this guy. Yeah, I think we just work our way back. Kill that guy off, that's good. Okay, and barricade everyone. Okay, we got our 16, and then we should get frost on them, and then hopefully they'll be taking even more damage. So up to 2 of these. I think I'm going to try and go on this one. Okay. Detoxify we don't need, nobody has anything. Dispel 1, heal, times the number of cards in your hand, so it would be 6 on him. Let's do 6 on him, and then Schmite here. That's good, and I think that's good. Of our options available, that seemed like the best. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what he's going to get. If I had a bit more energy, let's mark this guy and use this to kill this guy off. So he can do the most damage back there. And hopefully rending, we're going to enrage. 18, or this would do 16 at the start of his turn. Let's do that. It's really nice. Letting him down, then gonna do a... Okay, looks like he'll die at the start of his turn, but hopefully... Look at that, Holy Smite. It's gonna be like on every turn, this guy always gets the final Holy Smite. Okay, we only got one upgrade. Okay, Precise Strike, dealing 15 slashing, that's pretty good. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to take. A Feint, or all monsters get 2, and he gets to draw 1. I kind of like that. It's innate, so it'll start off, and he'll be able to do that right at the beginning. So I think that'll be really good. A water jet, the cold spell, I kind of like that. The 10 cold damage would apply to the chill, puts water on, and then potentially that could freeze. I like that. Okay, and then this guy can do Black Karma, putting that on, or can dispel. I think I'm going to do that. And here we go. To Betty's house we go. Betty returns safely. You arrive at the eastern farmlands with Betty intact when a farmer approaches you and says, "Oh, you found Betty. Thank you so much, strangers. Even being so small, she is my favorite sheep, and I won several long local contests with her. I wonder how she got away. I don't have much gold, but you might be interested in hearing a rumor as to where a legendary golden sheep might be. What do you want as a reward?" Okay, so we can ask for the legendary golden sheep. We can ask for some gold. We can ask for 500 gold. And we can kill the farmer and keep Betty for ourselves. So I think we're definitely not going to do that. Ask for legendary golden sheep or ask for some gold. And you know what? This is probably a perfect place to stop it, and I'd like to hear your feedback. So would you like me to try to do this? I've got a 22% chance to go for this 500 gold, extort them, or we can try to get the legendary sheep, or try to get some gold, whatever they can give you. I'd appreciate any of your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching this first episode. Give me lots of likes on it and stuff. Let me know that you like this sort of thing. If not, we can always move on to something different and kind of consider this a kind of just a let's try, let you guys see kind of the games that I like to play, and then give me feedback on them. Thank you so much. I appreciate anything that you can tell me.